Good evening, everyone. I am live, all the way live. Decided to just do a live stream tonight, especially to all my subscribers that have so far stuck with me so far, that so far have stuck with me so far, and that I can still maintain my sanity and constantly saying over and over again that I am officially a local traveler. And so sometimes you have to keep repeating yourself that is what you do, because that is what it is and that is what I do. So being a local traveler means that I can do a lot of different things that are locally. Not that I don't like to travel the world, because traveling the world is the same, except for anyone with common sense and in doing things in a proper way, because everything is money. The proper way is money. The proper way is time. And the proper way is patience. And the most important thing, the proper way is planning. So I've always been the type of person that always go many places that are close by, especially up and down the state of California. I've been up and down the state of California more times than I can think. As far up as Crescent City, crossing the border over into Oregon and back, just by driving a car, just by staying in motels or sometimes hotel on the road. And normally I do it one at a time. I actually get a map out. Don't use MapQuest or any of those things. I get a big map and I get AAA books and other types of things, Westways, you name it, AARP, you name it, any kind of book that tells me about the places that I'm about to visit when I plan it. And so, yeah, I do plan how far it takes me to drive down to the minute, especially when you want to drive the daytime and you don't want to drive too much at night. A lot of people don't know how to do that, believe it or not. I've talked to a lot of people over the years that just don't get outside the city. They don't even drive 100 miles away because they're afraid to step into the water. They don't know how hot or cold it is. And yet sometimes the same people, they don't go anywhere that's close by because they don't know how beautiful the things are that are close to where they live, and they fly to far off places. I think we all are guilty of that if there's a guilt to be involved. But I do like to go to a lot of different places. And in the meantime, while I am waiting and planning for the big time stuff, flying the plane, taking the cruise ships, taking Amtrak, doing all those kinds of things, you got to keep yourself busy by looking at the surroundings that is close by you that are very beautiful and different. And I'm constantly learning something every time I go out and blog. It is almost a pleasure, and sometimes I feel guilty that I don't have enough resources to even go in some of these places to eat, because a lot of them are very nice looking places. I'm sure the food is great, but then again, I would gain so much weight if I did eat all that kind of food. And and most of us do or don't want to gain as much weight because it does hinder their mobility. So I'm a very, very local traveler. And sometimes it feels strange going to these different cities, knowing that they're just a couple of inches away from one another. You know, you can go down one main street and it goes to one city, and go down another main street and it's another city, and it could be the same main street. So you can have a name of a street that goes into another street, but it's the name of the city and the street together. And one thing I find interesting that when I do my little research, uh, I have so much information that I realize that it's some of the same stuff, but how the cities are formed and how they're broken up is quite interesting. A lot of people don't even know that. And when I read about why cities break apart from the beginning, because of disputes or minor disputes, or someone bought this and then someone's daughter married so and so, and that formed another city, and someone's son bought this, or some military general from some other from the war, they gave them this particular piece of land. They bought it. They buy the land, and then all of a sudden it breaks up again because some big time businessman from back east, or locally, with a whole lot of money, with their name on it, and want to start a city. Some of those cities, the name don't stick. They change the name. Some of them are abbreviated. But the common theme here in California is a lot of stuff has been taken away from the locals that were here thousands of years before it became America. And that's the same all over the world. And the interesting part is that many times there is no consensus, but the main population that's in charge today, they have to come to an agreement for the few that's been around to get back what's been lost, or at least give some respectability to the area. Uh, but besides that, that is the history part, and that's the research part, what makes a person want to go into the city. Because I know I don't specifically want to know everything about it. I mean, I do want to know, but I don't want to be a docent for it. But if I can just give just a little bit of insight into that city, like I said before, someone comes across the site and they like it, maybe they want to come to that city to live, they know a little bit about it more than they did before, not just drive through, but they see certain restaurants, certain streets, maybe they visited before, or maybe they make up their mind. So to me, being a local traveler is knowing something about where you live, especially when you've been here for a very long time and you don't know that much about the city right next door to you. Sometimes I know about the cities that are in another state more than about the cities here. Being from New York, I don't know anything about New York, just a little bit. I probably should go into New York, probably do some more research there and some of the other places in Tennessee because I have relatives there. Of course, I'm repeating myself. But if you're a new subscriber, you know that I come from some of these places. And so I hope some of your old subscribers and some of your new subscribers and some subscribers yet to come, uh, welcome here. Sometimes I have to say what I feel when I don't have the time to do anything else. I might as well get online, upload a video, and tell it like it is every now and then. Not too much, but I do have specific things that I really believe in. And, you know, that's just the way it is if you're going to be on YouTube. So, whoever listens, so what? Whoever don't, so what? It probably been said 10,000 times. Well, I'm 10,001. So it'd probably be 11,000 because someone else is going to say the same thing. Well, anyway, I just want to get that across. Not trying to make no big fanfare about the things that I say, things that I do. But I'm going to keep on continuing to do my city tour. Got some more cities lined up. And unexpected little things that I find interesting to blog about that I feel that maybe some people didn't know about, and that give them some insight about certain things that go on in that city when they do their own research. Well, with that in mind, I would like to wish everyone a great night if it's nighttime where you are, a great day if it's going to start the day for you, and hopefully that your families are doing fine and your pets, your in-laws, your significant others. Hope you all are doing great, and I'll see you in the next video soon. Talk to you later.